If I was to summarize my career or my success in this industry, I would give so much credit to just me following my natural curiosity, right? Ever since my brother had introduced me into filmmaking, he showed me how to use a camera for the first time and like showed me how to like cut clips on this little like I don't even remember what brand it was, but like he showed me how to like cut sections out of clips on a little camera. I was hooked. I just like, to me, filmmaking was magic, and it was something that deeply interested me, So ever since that moment, I realized, my natural curiosity was really focused on filmmaking and editing, and I allowed myself to just dive deeper into that world ever since. I think for me, what allowed this to be so successful was just the fact that I was naturally curious about it and continued to dive into that curiosity. I was raised in a home where my parents, they didn't really see a successful career. They didn't see that it's possible to have a successful career in the arts or, filmmaking, photography, any of that. So there was this constant pressure on me to pursue something that is more sustainable long-term, something that, I can actually get a decent paycheck every month, and it's not, dependent on, it's not as random, They wanted me to pursue a career that was stable and could generate monthly income.
Yeah, more certain.
Totally. So there was that pressure on me. I continued to pursue film. I continued to, spend my free time editing, learning softwares, and just shooting everything, really. There was just this natural curiosity in me to capture life, capture moments, like the ability to capture a moment in life and save it forever. That was magical to me and still is, So dove into that deeply. I would film everything. And there came a point in my life where I was forced to kind of make a decision. And that was at the end of high school. That was also the time where my brother had passed. And that was probably the most, monumental moment in my life in terms of shifting the direction, shifting the path that I'd be taking in life from that point. Yeah, I was given two options. I could go the traditional route in life where I could pursue a stable job, pursue something that I know is going to be paying monthly, but, is not necessarily lighting up my soul. Or I could pursue this thing that I'm super passionate about, but I'm unsure of whether or not I can actually make a career out of it, whether there's like money to be made. But, the passing of my brother, that was I tell people it was a slap in the face. It was a reality check for me. It was it allowed me to understand firsthand the fragility of life, how finite this life is and how we can leave this life at any moment. Yeah. My brother was someone that I looked up to massively in every way. And I definitely credit so much of who I am to him. He influenced me so much as a person. And he was the main person that was supporting me in all of my endeavors. He was the one that was always rooting me on in my creative work. I wouldn't say my parents were as supportive, they were more skeptical, but he was always like, follow your dreams, chase the things that light you up in life. And I think that that's what really, really stuck with me. But it was, at the end of high school where my brother had passed, and it was just very clear to me that I should be pursuing something that lights me up, Even if I do make it to 60 or 80 years, that time's gonna fly by, and I can already feel it, like time goes by quickly, and I definitely do not want to spend my life pursuing something that doesn't light me up and doesn't excite me. Yeah. So it was at that point where I just decided to full force pursue filmmaking and not look back. And ever since, I've found a lot of success in this industry, and it's been a wild journey. And making that decision was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made,